And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final map of this best of three series between Team Enthron and Team Aurora for the Gfinity Elite Draft Showcase. On the side of Team Enthron, we have Riz, Dissonance, Mega, Destiny, and Excel. They are all armored up. And on the side of Team Aurora, we have Doom, JHD, Tama, and Shorty. They are all armored up as well. Doom and JHD will run in like a bat out of hell and claim 2 bodies already. And now one of them's being boosted up into the vents. Destiny is the only one to reply thus far from the vents. Now the bomb is down on the B sites. And now only 2 are left. Riz and Mega fall in quick order to the hands of Tama and JHD. And 4 survive for Team Aurora. And that is a very, very good start for them as we go into the final map. Looks like AKs will be the order of the day so far. Why not? We do have one MAC-10 as well with full nades for Tama. And a little bit of a small mounted reply. And Destiny with the Negev. Okay. Perhaps having a little bit of fun with it. There is nothing wrong with a little bit of fun. Tama will rip up Mega a little bit with Pega HE. Will he claim his man? Not quite! It's down to 10 HP, but will be locked in at least by the flames. And Tama will get a round right into Destiny's head. But Mega, still alive on 10 HP, will claim a victim in Tama. That may be all he wrote for that one. Well, the beast out onto the A site now. Bomb is now down. Riz is still up though and does have the deagle in his hand, and both members are still at the truck position. This could be a big man play by Riz, but is he able to get his man? They're all whiffing on him, but Tama in the nick of time gets the frag there. A very potentially cataclysmic situation there for Team Aurora. We did get close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And now Team Enthron, despite that very good efforts, will be forced to be on the back foot. And 2 MAC-10s as well. Definitely wanting to bolster that economy now, because more utility is always good. And Dissonance will hit the deck. Mega does want to claim a man there. He does come close, but not close enough. Destiny will actually take out 2 from downtown with the P250. That'll be all he's able to muster. Usually and Strawny will get Fry's their name, and that will be the end of that. Strawny will 2. JHD with 2 as well, and that is 3-0 for Team Aurora. And this will be the defending side's first plan of attack. And it looks like all rifles across the board, and a fair chunk of utility as well. Riz and Dissonance are the only men left short-handed, but if the aim's up to snuff, it may not matter as much. Tama on top of the boost position. I may have caught wind of this. Definitely may have there by the sugar cube. Tama with a Krieg, actually. Not wanting to go with the aggression. I wanted to take mid-control first though. Yeah, she will actually pick up one with the MAC-10. Mega will reply by taking out Tama. Mega being the overwatch on the A site, so the backup of XL for the truck position will be able to assist. And now the plan of attack is all over the shop for Team Aurora, but Doom will get a juicy little nugget of a frag onto one of the Inspiron members, and there goes another. Mega will be no more. And just like that, now Tama in a 1 versus 2 does claim Excel, who is the big helping man. Now Dissonance is still in the CT warehouse, but Tama does not know where he's actually located. Tama's moving towards A main. Has Tama caught wind of this? He may very well have. No, he is not! He had thought he was on Highway, was the final man, but no. It was Dissonance in A main with the M4, and he does pinch an AWP for his trouble as well. And the full 10-second defuse will come in, and it should be just fine. Team Inspiron will get their first round win on Cash, and Dissonance will be the man to thank for that. 2k for Mega, 2k for Excel though, not to be discredited, but the final dot was put on by Dissonance. And that is a 3-1 scoreline for Team Aurora, leading at the moment. Going into round number 5, we do have a UMP and Clarion, but other than that, just pretty standard thoroughfare for the defenders. Perhaps wanting to have been a lot more damage than he thought. Tama overrunning Excel. The Dissonance will claim 2, and Destiny will be there to back him up. And in amongst that flurry, he'll pick up the P2000 as a matter of fact and chunk up the final man of Tama. His days are actually numbered now that everybody is aware of his position. And Riz on the flank as well. So even if he claims 1, no, he will not. Mega did soften Tama up, and Riz finished off the job. The 2 AWPs will be carried over to Team Inspiron. And the gap is shrunk to 1. Looks like Team Aurora will not be able to reply. The best they can hope for is to put the bomb down. And maybe get close. 3 CZs on the table. And we know how potent they can be. Will go out towards B main, but that does not do much to quell the attack. JHD and Tama will claim 2 members of Team Inspiron, although Destiny is able to reply with 1 himself. And Destiny will actually take out 2 before being replied upon. But Doom on the long flank has claimed another man, and now Riz is only 15 HP away from dropping, and Doom will do the honors. And in amongst all that, the 2 AWPs will go back to the attacking side. Let's leave Team Inspiron in a little bit of a disarray, and not in a good economic standing either. They have barely enough to budger up a armor pistol buy. So that's what they're trying to go with, and Dissonance with that revolver, the rarely seen R8. The Unorthodox will pay off big, but it doesn't seem to be doing so thus far. Cool draw animation though. Such a shame it's not more viable. Boom. And JHD now with 3. Destiny's the only man left standing. Does claim the rampant fragger of JHD. His HP is obviously numbered, and now that number is 0 thanks to Tama. 5 and 2 for Team Aurora going into round number 8. If Team Inspiron were to buy, it would be a little bit strange because their economic standing is all over the shop. Look at Dissonance on 1950. A couple of people in the 3000 territory. Make a buy to bring everything square. We're seeing another just absolute blunt force push onto the B side. But XL proving the CZ75's potency by getting the initial advantage. Though Tama, Doom and JHD will get themselves back into working order. The 2 ops will survive. The AK will as well. And that is now... It would... Yes, 3 on the trot for Team Aurora over Team Inspiron. And now Inspiron will be able to mount a proper attack. As proper as you can get with a shoestring buy. There is a full set of nades on Destiny, but elsewhere it's a little bit shattered and amongst the ranks in terms of firepower and utility. And Mega taking a lot of damage early on. All he's got is a CZ and a flash to him now. And 16 HP, the poor guy. Yes, he's still breathing, but barely. And Doom will send Destiny to his destiny, which is to go to the grave for now. Tammer's the first one to reply on the side of Team Aurora. On Team Inspiron. And JHD is still thinking the numbers. Strawny's caught the barrel and the potential flank as well. He caught Dissonance trying to be slick. Now Excel is now in a 1 versus 4. He wants no part of this. He wants to stay as far away from the T's as he can. But XL will not have any quarter at the hands of Tama. 1 round away from winning out the half Aurora after 9 rounds. We go into round number 10. It looks like Team Inspiron are left with nothing. They still do have the 2 ops on the side of Aurora and full utility. And just a mere formality from here on out, I do want to see this R8 revolver, the rarely seen R8, get himself a potential frag. Mega does claim a bounty though on JHD and does get an AK for his trouble. It's a small victory, but still a lot more work left to be done for Team Inspiron. Mega does actually make them pay. Strawny caught in the boost position, so now a 5 versus 3 for the defenders, who came in with basically nothing. Riz will also claim Doom. The Tama duo are all that remains, and that R8 revolver not bearing all that much fruit. And thanks to that, Tama with 3 frags and Tama 7 with 2. That is now Team Aurora at 8. They are in a half winning position at round number 10. We go into round number 11. And now Team Inspiron will be wanting to mount a comeback. Nothing but the standard 4 rifles and AWP on both sides. The AK for Team Aurora, the M4 for Team Inspiron. Tama legging it out through B main. They do have fire at their feet though. XL trying to get lucky through the garage door. Does not pot one. Doom will send Riz right to the grave of authority. Thank you, AWP. The members of Team Aurora will spill onto the site and put the bomb down. Now Inspiron are on the clock and all over the place. XL does bag the first one. Mega in the vents will be a huge benefactor. Shoves the barrel right into Strawny's mouth. Does get a second as well into Tama. And now Doom and Tama 777 are the only men left standing for Team Aurora. XL will claim 1. The second is still at large, that being Doom, but he is slowly being closed in upon by the members of Team Inspiron. 1, 2, and 3! Doom says, welcome to your doom. Walk in single file. Thank you very much. That is a 4K to bring Aurora to 9-2. And that is something for him to be proud about. Thank you, Auto Director, for going in just as you should. Inspiron will be shaken to the very, very core after that. Now, armor on 4 of the 5 members. The R8 is still at large in dissonance, but it's not bearing all that much. Which does get a licking as well. Tama catching Riz all sorts of unawares. We'll get 1 and 2 and make that 3 onto Destiny, His, and Mega. And Excel's the only one to reply. Tama is on a blazing couple of rounds. Now, more than likely he's just wanting to hunt for the ace now. Perhaps not that wise knowing Excel's current weapon, but I'm pretty sure knowing Tama and some of the settings that we are in at the moment, they'll just be wanting to go for it. Sean has put the bomb down now. And your final man is at T spawn, that being XL, and he's definitely wanting to hang on to that weapon for as long as he can. Now the question remains, let's actually get on board with him. Does he go for the ace? Doom will actually deny him, but implant a round right into his skull, so that makes it okay. Aurora will break the double digits. They are now at 10 and 2. Looks like Inspiron will finally be able to mount an attack of sorts going into round number 13. But Doom is extremely loaded, so chewing through Aurora's economy in these next 2 rounds will be next to impossible. So they'll just have to win by a raw aim. XL is looking to start off hot by taking out Tama. Distance will also get a reply. Tama is trying to balance the ledger by dropping XL. Distance is in the back of the site now. Knowing the bomb's current position is actually out on the site. Doom will drop Destiny out of heaven. You have been smitten, arrogant CT. But the teaser being halted thus far by Dissonance, but it was not for much longer. Strawny will put a bow on that, and Doom will continue his reign of terror. A 3k on that round to bring Aurora to 11. Let's take a look at his frag total. 18, 1 and 6, and Tama 7, 7, 7. Also going hammer and tongs with a 14 and 8 stat line. And only one member of Team Inspiron has been able to break double digits, that being XL. But we are running out of time, other members of Team Inspiron, and that is not going to help if you are Team Inspiron looking to mount a comeback. Your numbers are thinning yet again. Can they start the rally? Destiny's trying to. He's taking out JHD and XL. He's taking out Tama, but the bomb is now down. That has put the advantage in the favor of Team Aurora. And XL trying to be the difference maker, but is now the last line of attack. 3k for the round. Make that 4! Single-handedly, Team Inspiron will go to 3 thanks to XL and his huge 4k. And that is probably the best outcome the Team Inspiron could have hoped for, but they are oh so rare in the grand scheme of things. 11 to 3 now. Going into the final round of the first half of the final map. Currently tied at 1 apiece. And yet again, it would show how economically strained Team Inspiron are. They've had to be left wanting in a couple of departments, that being the weaponry. FAMAS and the MP9 are on the back of Riz and Dissonance. They do have to level up though. 4-3 bounced right in front of Tama, and he was caught. Hook, line, and sinker. Mega and XL will be your frag heads thus far. XL potentially being overrun, and he will be taken down by the Krieg of Tama. He's the only one to mount a reply though thus far. He's down to 35 HP. He's now all that is left, and now he is none. 11 to 4 at the change between Team Inspiron and Team Aurora. But now we are on what is sometimes considered to be the stronger side, the CT side for Team Aurora. We will have to wait and see as we go into the penultimate map of the Elite Draft Showcase presented by Gfinity and Dell Gaming and the Gift of the Gab Community Challenge. My name is Justin, aka Cyberwaste, and thank you oh so much for joining me and watching this Counter-Strike and the stars of tomorrow. We have a fully armored up CT side on the side of Aurora, and aside from Excel having a smoke and 2 flashes, the rest of Team Inspiron are armored up as well. The names were expelled by Team Aurora, and it looks like Inspiron have just decided to spill out onto the site and punch in the digits. And now Team Aurora put on the clock early. None of them bought a kit either, so Tama is making a good headway of it though. Pulling it all square. Really wishing they bought the utility perhaps. Stronny will actually end up replying. Aurora's starting to strong arm this back into their favor. Destiny is the only one that is left versus 2. Did they have the numbers advantage? He came oh so close, but he did buy enough time. One will survive, a 2k for Destiny there, a 2k for Doom as well. But Father Time proving the MVP there, as Inspiron will claim the pistol round and go to 5 total. Looks like 4 rifles, but one of them being the Galil. Maybe that is to the detriment of the attackers. We do have a lot of the close range weaponry as well, that being the CZ, the Deagle for a little bit more reach, and the MP9 as well, which proved to be rather potent. Tama being spammed out through the smoke could actually be claimed already, but he's barely breathing. He's on 7 HP. Mega will actually take out JHD. Stronny in the cutout. Tried to mount a defense, but it was not to be. And in behind the boxes, he will actually be claimed. Tama in the vent will get a party gift. And the AK as well. Will he make another goal? But yes, he will. Onto XL. He got close. But it was not. It was actually 2B. XL will go down, but Destiny will square things up. Now 2 versus 1. There is no chance for Doom to actually get a full defuse in, but he will be able to make it a little bit more difficult for Team Inspiron. He does drop 1 and the second as well. So the bomb will actually detonate and Team Inspiron will get 1 on the board, but all 5 members will drop and 1 will survive for Team Aurora, which as a CT is huge off of a 3k for him. If that AK is carried over, it will prove to be rather interesting. But that will depend on whether or not Doom is able to survive. There's barely anything bought, only a couple of P250s and the Desert Eagle there on Tama. We do have the Mac 10 on the back of Dissonance. He will be probably the recon man and the breadwinner as well. There's very little utility though, so we're going down to raw aim. 1 legging it down. Squeaky as a matter of fact. Him being caught out of the 2, looking at highway. And the Scavenged AK will eventually pot a frag, but not before Dissonance and XL will claim some heads, and now Tama with the Scavenged AK will actually try his hardest to survive, and Tama will take out Dissonance. So now a bomb will be ticking down and Tama will just be counting down the seconds until detonation. It's been looked at by Riz as well and held in place. So XL can move through Z and finish off the job. Team Inspiron will go to 7 with 3 members alive. A 2K for XL there. And that was about as good as you could have hoped for in the grand scheme, especially knowing that they had a weapon salvaged, did Team Aurora. That's not having as much weight now, but it would have had perhaps a little bit more weight if the members did end up with enough for a nade and pistol buy, but actually did not end up buying. It looked like he did have enough for at least a salvageable buy. Strange. I'm just moving towards Squeaky. There's only one man there, as a matter of fact. It appears that Team Aurora is playing a man down. JHD has not moved from CT spawn, as a matter of fact. And as soon as Team Inspiron realizes this, their movement is called. Destiny will take out Tama, but Tama 777 will claim a reply, and Doom will as well. So now it is a, well, technically a 3 versus 3, but actually a 3 versus 2. Now JHD has returned from the grave, but it may be a little bit too late. Now Doom, the AWP, and already being tagged up. Now JHD might be a little bit too late, and Doom will have no choice but to either find a new avenue of attack and just try to claim more bodies as they exit the site. So that is what he is doing, but Doom is now on 1 HP. Will Dissonance choose to engage? Will they have a chance to engage? Yes, he will. Moving through the fence, actually gets claimed by Dissonance at the very last second. Did actually see his back turn towards him, and now Inspiron continue their quest to close the gap between them and Team Aurora. The gap is now 3. The scoreline is now 11-8, going into round number 20. We have nothing but pistols and a couple of hits of armor on the defending side. JHD doing a good thing and not buying overzealously, despite having the money carried over from the previous round. Oh, he did. That was very strange. My mistake. And Mega will take out a pair of CTs in that JHD with his CZ kit and head armor will be all that remains. Riz putting the bomb down. JHD actually caught in the corner by the tree, and Destiny will give him his last rites. 9 now for Team Inspiron. Going into round number 21, you give Aurora the slight edge, but maybe not so much anymore. Perhaps both of the team's T sides are proving to be the easier ones to bear fruit. You do have 2 AWPs, one with a better utility line than the other. Doom a little bit better off than Tama, but so long as they can hit their shots, it's not that big of a deal. Tama will be watching mid. They have caught the back of one of the T players, and Mega will be sent to the bench, and Doom will let the other AWP be known. So both of the AWPs claiming scalps thus far. Running behind the box. Will actually get one, not getting the second, but JHD will be able to bail him out, and XL will not even be able to reply. Riz is the only one that is able. That is a team ace for Team Aurora. They go to 12. And now things are getting rather interesting now. Quick smoke there. The member of Riz is a little bit disadvantaged. All he has is the dig of the hand. All it takes is one. JHD starting to become overrun with members. He will require backup soon enough. Does not quite get his man. Dissonance and Riz will be able to get replies onto onto Aurora, but then they are able to reply in turn. Now we are at an even 3 versus 3. Riz is unable to get an accompanying rifle, so now he still has the Deagle to hand. Doom will claim Excel. Now the strong position for Strawny is there, and Doom and Strawny will combine and take out the then defenders of the bomb site. Team Inspiron will be left with nothing to bear. And a 3k for Strawny, 2k for Doom. 13 rounds now for Team Aurora as we enter the final stages of the Elite Draft Showcase. It has been a wonderful day for Counter-Strike here on the internet, and I thank you all for joining me, and I thank Gfinity for setting up this Gift of the Gab and the Elite Draft initiatives. You have done a wonderful service. We do have a little bit of a scattered buy on Team Inspiron. Does not have armor, as a matter of fact. But if Dissonance can frag like that and hate the charge, it doesn't really matter. Dissonance and Riz will collapse on the CT defenders, and now JHD in a 1 versus 5 as quickly as you would like. But there's one problem. Never mind, I thought they had the bomb site but no bomb. But they pulled the wool entirely over JHD's eyes and made to completely be unawares. But here's the problem. One is at highway and one is moving towards the truck position and is extremely low now. Looks like JHD is looking to stick it, but XL will not let him. And Team Inspiron now enters the realm of 2-digit counters. That is 10 now for Team Inspiron. And Aurora, despite their heroics, have been bled completely dry in terms of economy, and you cannot have that as a CT. They're still left with very little to play with, leaving their pistols to do all the work. Destiny being the Hawk, watching down into mid, will claim his man at JHD. Mega will continue to claim the bodies, so the gap will be shrunk to 2, implying that everything goes smoothly for Team Inspiron and there isn't a sudden reversal of fortune. Looks like Tama and Strawny are not in a position to do any such bidding though, so as quickly as you like, Strawny gets his head ripped off, and same with Tama. Destiny will claim 2, Destiny will claim 3, Mega will claim 2, and the gap is shrunk to 2. And hoo-wee, if you wanted this to go down to the wire, that is exactly what you all got. Do have full AKs on the side of Team Inspiron and a full buy as well. Utility left a little bit lacking for the CTs, which is not what you'd want, especially in a scenario like this where you were trying to prevent your attackers from closing the gap. And Tama eating a ton of damage as well. Doom keeping an eye on mid. Now turning his back because he thinks there is freedom there. Tama moving extremely far forward, but is rewarded for his aggression by claiming a man. Yes, Riz did end up dropping that. Now the bomb is stranded in the highway position. It's currently on the back of Excel, who is the AWPer for Inspiron. But Doom and JHD will combine to stop a potential attack. Completely dead. The bomb is now sitting in A main. JHD does get flashed in and ends up going down at the hands of Dissonance. But now Mega in a 1 versus 4. Now 3. Now 2. And 1 only on 7 HP. So this has gone from It was a sure thing for Aurora to doable, but not. That was until a true threat. The poor went right through its chest. 2 will survive for Team Aurora. We go to 14-11. Going into round number 26. And victory is so close. Aurora can taste it. They only have 2 more rounds. And that will be that. Looks like a pause has been called. A tech issue perhaps. Yes, it looks like there's a little bit of a technical issue. And it was completely lost on me as a matter of fact. But Doom went and exceeded the 30 bomb with authority. 36-13. Goodness gracious. That is nearly a 3 KD. All he needs is 3 more to have a flat 3 KD. Unbelievable. Being the absolute standout that he has been. Going on an absolute tear and living up to his namesake. And the time to resume has been called by Team Inspiron, but Aurora's not really keen on it yet. Looks like Doom's having a little bit of an internet issue. Australian internet still as reliable as always, but this entire initiative and this entire series has been a pleasure to watch and cast, and I do appreciate your company, whether it's through my personal channel or through Gfinity and their host. We go into round number 26. We have a bye on both sides. It's going to be a little bit shattered for Team Aurora though. Only fielding a P90 on JHD, but proven to be a force with it before, so it may not be a issue. Living on a freeway is fun. Tama will claim the opening frag of the 26th round by getting Mega to the bench. Looks like the bomb is still stranded at Sunroom though, so maybe the call will be to stand strong on the side of Aurora. They do have 3 potential men to defend. And Tema is down on HP as well. Tema will actually claim another man before being replied upon with dissonance with 2. But Doom and his AWP still going strong. Now we're 3 versus 2 and Doom is still in the B's sight, so they will be very wary as to where they tread on the side of Inspiron. And now Excel has been sent to the grave, and now Destiny is all that remains. He does have the bomb on his back, a helmet on his head and an AK in his hands, but not a whole lot else. Door is open. That's definitely gonna bring the cavalry to come. Now there's scratch on Mr. Destiny. Was forced back by the Molotov there on the A site, but the bomb will shortly go down. But they are in a little bit of a duel, but Destiny will have to claim another man. A 1 versus 1. The Molotov will force Destiny out, but in a little bit of a power position. But the CZ proving far too strong. The 2K for him. And Doom, off of his heroic efforts, 38-13, and that brings Aurora to 15-11. We go to round number 27 on cash, and match points for Team Aurora to bring our Elite Draft Showcase to a close for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. 3 and 4 is the P90 on JHD once again, and Doom and that big gun. Why not show it off if you still have it? If you still have what it takes, why not just let it go? And Riz making Tama pay for his arrogance. Looks like the manpower is spilling out onto the B's side. They're only going 1 for 1. Doom has gone to a 3 KD now off of that frag there. 39-13. Frame it and keep that as a memento. But you will still have to break into the site. Doom and JHD versus Mega, Riz, and Excel. Mega is on the site proper. They have nothing to flush him out on the CT side. That has been made even more difficult with Excel taking out JHD and his P90. Doom is hightailing it. He believes it far too risky to retake, and given that B site is one of the hardest to take in the game, I hardly blame him. He is leaving a parting gift for Mega though. 40 and 13. Unbelievable. That will make the bomb explode. Team Inspiron will go to 12 with 2 surviving. But they are not out of the woods just yet. Neither team is in a good shape in terms of their money. So maybe a little bit broken. It looks like Team Aurora is trying to scramble something. They want to finish this off of a breadwinner's bar. You have the UMP and a little bit of utility on JHD. A few power pistols spread in amongst Team Aurora. They have 5 AKs on the side of Team Inspiron. They're not going down without a fight. They're spilling out onto the A site. JHD, your man at the forklift, will closely get to 2, but not to be. The bomb will actually go down. Tremor will dome XL with authority, and Doom will as well. So now a 2 versus 4 for Team Inspiron to try to hang on and breathe new life into the series. Looks like the CTs are slowly starting to envelop from the truck position. Riz and Destiny are still combining for 2, but now Tama and Tama, the dynamic duo with similar names, will put a bow on the Elite Draft Showcase and their final series, a 16-12 map win on Cash and a 2-1 series win for Team Aurora. And that will conclude today's proceedings and the entire Elite Draft Showcase presented by Dell Gaming and the Gift of the Gab Community Commentary Channel.